Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your soul biographer, here to help you make sense of your soul stories, cycles, and circles. And oh boy, can we talk about my cycle and circle? Next month is my birthday. And if you've been watching long enough, you know last year the universe gave me a big old present of a hospital stay. But this year, the universe is giving me a present of a solar eclipse, so I can only assume that one of two things will happen. Either great fortune or I'll be dead. So, just in case, I'm throwing a little bit of a sale right now called the Bull Shift Sale. Now, this sale is actually just for Tauruses. Sorry, folks, I'm just giving it to my own. Right now, Tauruses are stepping into some amazing karma. They're about to go out and build their next projects, and I want to support you, fellow Bulls. So, I'll be selling 2 readings a day during the Taurus birthday period. Try to hop on your actual birthday if you can for just $99. That's $60 off the regular cost, and I'm doing it because it's a good thing to do. It's kind of like me being grateful ahead of time for my fortune to come. So if you'd like a 1-hour reading with me right now, come on down to soulmart.me while supplies of the bull last. I'm not bullshifting you either. You know that's true. Well, I've got some other good news going on right now. First of all, SGTV, TV for the people, by the people, is launching with some exciting projects next month. Namely me, I'm getting my own talk show. No kidding. It's called Serious Joy. I'm going to be on 5 days a week. I'm going to be connecting with people. This is a live show. It's going to be recast on many different channels. But the reason I'm bringing it to you right now is because I want to reach out to you. This is a talk show for the people, by the people, and particularly I'm interested in light workers. I'm interested in healers. I'm interested in alternative people. I want to interview someone fascinating living in their heart every day. And this is a talk show where we're going to step in our heart. I'm going to teach you how to live in serious joy. I'm totally serious. So please come on down to soulgarden.me. We are now casting. Just click on Serious Joy and fill out the survey. We're looking for books, any kind of products, any kind of service, recommendations. You don't have to be the person. Really just come on down and tell us your formula for serious joy. Well, let's get to your joy, shall we? Without further ado, let's take the Ascension elevator and focus just on you. See you upstairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. In the unlikely event of an elevator depressurization, an oxygen mask will drop from the ceiling. Take a deep breath and think Summer Breeze by Simon & Garfunkel. We're 21 days from Serious Joy.
Hello, Officer Scorpio, Scorpio Risings, and what we call the Guardian Agents, basically, or the Soul Guardians, if you bought a Lightcast report card. We are having a bumpy road, are we not? The universe is pushing and shoving for life to change, and in your case, for lifestyle to change. And actually, a new term I just coined during this transit, helping Scorpios in GA, because I watch over a lot of Scorpios in GA, which means I'm there in the minute with the Scorpios, texting you before you kill somebody. I got a lot of Scorpio friends, and I have, I think, personally prevented many injuries of due to stingers going in because the text message got to you just a nanosecond before you stung. So consider it, just a penny to try it out. But here's the point. The point is, you are under a lot of change, and the term I coined with my texting this week was it's a light style. Do you have a lifestyle, or do you have a light style? There's a difference, and that's the shift going on this week. We're in chapter 3 of Sun in Aries this week. That means you are working on lifestyle, which with consciousness begins in the 6 senses in the body and stimuli and awareness all the way up to performance, your ability to be an athlete or to execute a task, to be a task master in the moment. These are people who can get things done or not, and this goes up to lifestyle and craftsmanship and talent. That's what we're working on this week, your lifestyle. But I'm saying let's create a light style. Everything must be much lighter to accommodate our inner child. Now the sun goes from step 18 to step 25 this week. That is taking action on the new light style, and then at the end of the week, connecting to higher self, intuiting, seeing, sensing, are you on the right path? Notice Mars is conjuncting the sun at the end of the week. So as you're sensing, are you on the right path, you're standing on dynamite, Mars, meaning you're going to immediately create it. Venus, on the other hand, which is basically the seed planter, is way up ahead at step 29, ready to move into Taurus any second now by the end of the week. So we are progressed. We're not going slowly. Now, in your personal ego defenses, which began last birthday, we're now retrograded to step 9, which means your ego is going to reconsider actions in the next 10 days that it had once made a different decision on. So perhaps your ego had decided not to kill the ex-husband. Now your ego is thinking you should kill the ex-husband. Now keep in mind, Saturn will go direct again, so it's likely you will decide again not to kill the ex-husband. However, with the old stirring of consciousness, the whole point is to go through the experience in your consciousness. It's okay to consider doing any action. It's once you do the action that you have karma in play. Now, Jupiter hits 13 degrees in Gemini. This is the push for you to expand your boundaries. So you can either take advantage of this and personally leap with boundaries, which means Jupiter's there, you're going to land on at least cotton, or Jupiter will push you, which means if you're pushed, you know how you Scorpios are when you're pushed, you don't like that. So don't let it happen. Now, August 2012 was the last time you were considering this kind of inner power with boundaries. Prior to that, you were considering it April 2001, the spring before 9/11. So how you changed with personal comfort zones the spring before 9/11. Now, for my favorite part of the show, where you learn what is above is also below. And we start out here. Look at this. Look at this planet Pluto. So Scorpio. My little joke with this when I was making this graphic was that Scorpios, I protect Pluto. You guys are on the very outside layer here, and you're basically the mall cop. And look at Pluto. It's just like a mall cop. No offense, you're a hot mall cop. All right, starting with Sunday. Sunny and childlike on Sunday. The moon is, lifting the inner child. Now, if you are just grumpy as hell, that's because your inner child is in prison. It needs to be free. The moon in Pisces is saying, hey, let's go play, and that's what universe is all about anyways. And Mars is putting a lot of action energy to take action in your life. So on Sunday, the action inspiration, perhaps, of changing your life is so that you have room for your child, room for your inner child to play and be creative and fall in love and all those groovy great things that they talk about, the Garden of Eden, those 20 minutes of Earth before it all went downhill. So it is all about stepping into and on behalf of the inner child. And because Uranus is at 9 degrees, you're at a point where if you have procrastinated changing your life, you'll begin to see breakdowns and major accidents in the next 10 days. So get ahead of that wave. On Tuesday, money, that's my subconscious Taurus. Monday, excuse me, and let's just look at that again. Sunny and creative, thank you. Monday, sunny and creative. Now that's because the moon is now, I think, free. It's in the higher vibration of that inner child. And Earth rules the day, so you really want to create and make and hold space, and that's what you want to do. So you're holding space for what? Well, really the lifestyle you want. And I think with the moon there in that creative space, the lifestyle must make room for play. Scorpios like to be serious, but there has to be the joy element in there as well. Serious joy is how I go about it. Now look at the circle there. See, as the moon crosses through this Pisces space, that's your inner child. That glowing green thing is Chiron, helping your inner child heal. And then Mercury are your thoughts. So although you're in lifestyle, your thoughts are back with your inner child. Your thoughts is creativity. Your thoughts is love. Your thoughts is fun. And so your emotions catch up with your thoughts as these two combine. Womp, womp, womp. All right, now we're ready for Tuesday. Tuesday, cloudy chance of storms. That's because the moon crosses over Aries. So for those of you who have been progressive about changing your life, I don't think any Scorpio is going to be satisfied, frankly. As the moon crosses Uranus, there's an emotional lack of patience is probably the way you're going to feel, an incredible lack of patience. And at the same time, the sun is upping the ante to the master shui, 20 degrees. So now it's personal. And that's, when the transit gets personal, that's the master shui, and that's why masters, first learn to stay calm. On Wednesday, it's sunny and light casting, and that means you are now creating the life you want. And the moon and sun come together for what we call light cast day, the new moon. This goes back to pagan ritual. If you align personal intentions on a new moon, because of the cycles of the earth and the cycles of consciousness, you cycle in, and so you can change yourself emotionally in 30 days when you intention it on this day. There's just something about it. We've been doing it since the dawn of time, way before science. So emotionally surrender to this. Jupiter rules the day, so you can just love unlimited possibilities. This is a wish-making day. There are no limitations. And then later in the day, you might feel a healing or fulfilled right away because it's Love Fest Day, which for us is when the moon crosses Venus. So emotions get kind of washed and get what they need to have, whether that's food or rest or sex for some Scorpios, whatever it is. You get it when the moon crosses Venus. So go tell everyone you love that you love them. On Thursday, cloudy chance of love issues. So as you're getting together with your life right away, the moon moves into Taurus. This is next month's issue, and for you that is relationships, particularly the marriage. One of the first things on the block in the way of that lifestyle is you and the way you treat you. And then, of course, your relationships you're tied to after that. Uranus rules the day, so the universe is going to probably force Scorpios to just get comfortable with a certain feeling. And I think on Thursday, that's just it. Just get comfortable with that feeling. Not that it's going to stay. It's probably stretching you in a way you need for other ways. So just hold that space and breathe, basically. You'll be just fine. Then comes Friday, sunny and sentimental on Friday. Mercury rules the day, so the Scorpio gets kind of like up in their minds, and you guys are killer thinkers. And so as the mind comes online, you are sharp, you are ready, and your emotions are, aligned with partnership on this day. So partnerships are good, it's empowering you. Partnerships are not good, it's drawing from the batteries. But nonetheless, it's time to passion forward. And now that this lifestyle thing is personal, well, you need to look at your life personally and see what that inner child wants. That's what the personal is, by the way. The inner child is aware in the moment, saying, I want this and I want this, and fire him. Fire all these people. That's what my inner child would say. They always say that. You're all fired. Then on Saturday, sunny with a chance of Randy. I'm going to put out an alarm I'm going to GA text everyone else but the Scorpios and be like, warning, warning, Scorpios. Just kidding. So Venus rules the day, and the Scorpios are feeling it. Well, Venus rules, so your body is needing to, when Venus rules the day, your body is needing a healing. So you need the spa, you need something, a long bath. I mean, whatever your body's telling you, and remember to change your water out on these days. Drink a lot of water on these days because a lot of emotion is stored in the water consciousness. The moon in Gemini makes you jumpy about boundaries, and that can be a randy thing, that can be a bad thing, that could be bad for everyone in the house. But nonetheless, you will get to peace by the end of the day because Venus rules the day. So the higher intention of the day is to restore peace and order for everyone, first with you. Then on Sunday, it's cloudy, the chance of storms or breakthrough. It kind of depends on where you are with personal boundaries. Now, the universe has said to Scorpios, you must get comfortable with a whole new comfort zone of boundaries. You've never been comfortable with this or that, or without having the key to your front door. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that the universe is saying, get comfortable with new. And that now pushes. Remember I talked about the Jupiter 13th degree. Well, today you are feeling it. See the moon right now? It's going to cross Jupiter. So that emotion, hits that Jupiter where the universe is like, okay, and stretch. So Scorpios who have not stretched, this is a breakdown. Scorpios who have stretched, I think feel fulfilled. They start to get it. It is worth it. That's the payment for doing the soul work. All right, let's fly home. Well, this concludes another edition of Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. Hey, incidentally, if you are watched over by the Guardian Agency, start looking out around 4 p.m. your time for your Serious Joy Report. Each day I'm going to put in a little bit of a paragraph that guides you based on your sign into your heart to help you stay in your heart for 24 hours. Just one more advantage of being watched over by yours truly and the Guardian Agency. Now, if you're not watched over, you can always try it for just 1 penny. Well, that wraps up another fantastic edition. Thank you so much. I love you very much. Come on down and tell us your casting ideas or pitch your ideas. Remember, with Serious Joy at soulgarden.tv. And I'll see you next week. Live, love, be. Soul.